I totally remember going through like earlier at the start of the competition and going, oh wait, actually. So, you know, that's the first game, and we're going to see some crazy stuff. I mean, I'm surprised we don't see any mirror matchups here. So, while we are going, quarterfinal begins here of Demacia Cup, and FPX are the team that need to really step up here with Xiaolaohu, his first ever tournament played, filling in for Nuguri. While down in the bottom side, we'll talk a little bit about top esports. Welcome to the Demacia Cup once again. Our quarterfinals are going to be legendary, a best of 5.
Engage forcing Leona to flash. You always love to see it.
Love to see it. As JackeyLove down the bottom lane. Crisp, oh my god, he predicted the Zenith Blade. Predicts JackeyLove's flash, but underneath turret, I think the re-engage is enough to kill Lwx. First blood does go to FPX, but Draw trades back on the AD carry.
Yeah, both AD
Threshers of 2019, so great to see him back on something that's so popular right now. But Lyric, it's 2 versus 4 in the bottom lane, and FPX are in some big doo-doo, as Lwx is going to take all the shots. Chris tries to save his life, but it's too late. He's out from the turret, dodges away from the final bullet, but it is still the curtain call from Karsa's angle, as top esports punish.
Picking up 2 kills, getting them onto both Knight, and I think the other one was picked up by Jgl. So
Going to have too many resistances, as you can see so far, but meanwhile, FPX, this is a good push through mid. Chris shows himself with a Hex Flash, Tian puts the Herald down, and first turret blood going to be given over very, very early to FPX as Herald sweeps through that one, and the goal lead now in their court. Tian acting proactive.
we need to see FPX get a bit more done early on.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense when we talk about the compositions in depth, right? As flash forward here, reverse flash. It's Lwx running away, but the Soul Flare tags him down. Deadly Flourish. The curtain call, baby. That's all it takes. As JackeyLove decides it's time to kill Lwx.
Turret damage on the top side. 369 already making his way there. And TES just kind of making their way towards that soul point. Of course, they need next Drake. We need to see, is it going to be a Clown Soul or is it going to be a Mountain? A Mountain Soul would feel extremely well having this on Leona, but yep. Better luck next time, lads.
Well, that's okay. Look, at the very least, for FPX, losing that trade, losing the objective.
Yep, and with Herald coming up now, we already see TS on the top side of the map, so I'm wondering if
maybe the Turbo Chem Tank. We've seen it a lot on the Alistars in this tournament, but we'll wait and see what the reality is. As Lwx is going to get fired upon, and this firing range ain't pretty because one more shot that eventually misses. The Solar Flare also does as well. That wasn't great from Chris, but now the full-on engage, and the Solar Flare from Dwarf is perfect, as it's just knock-up after knock-up. It's a double kill. Doinb's late to the party. Can Gordrinker show us how OP it really is? Xiaolaohu finds his way in, as it is a spin-to-win kind of situation. Doinb heals up, but not enough. Top esports take them one by one. And FPX go to their death as Knight reaches through. FPX have been obliterated throughout this game.
Yep, and we do see top esports dropping the Rift Herald in mid, but looks like that's not going to be able to turn into anything. With Dragon coming up in 40 seconds, let's take a look at items once again. I think the most
blind pick. Kind of interesting we see blind pick in quarterfinals, but I'll move past that because it is Cloud Soul time. Excuse me, Cloud Dragon that leads the Soul, and FPX are going to engage, but it's secured by the Jhin, of all people. So top esports now on Soul Point, and call the Fort God, even though it misses. You can see they want to follow this up. Lwx is so low as he ticks down, and Chris doing the same. Top esports are chasing this Lyric, and Knight, full energy, full HP, is hungry as hell. Doinb the same, but the Crocodile can't sink his teeth in. As in the backline, Xiaolaohu gets the engage onto JackeyLove. He's by himself. The Trinity Force Camille, though, not strong enough, as Knight's doing the dirty work. Sacrifices his own life. And Doinb can't even follow this one up. It's top esports.
Top esports on Soul Point, so FPX really are feeling kind of that claw.
There, getting buffed up to high hill. So JackeyLove bullets out of the curtain call right now do so much damage. As top esports going to re-engage this. It's the start of yet another fight. Great engage from Dwarf, who lands absolutely everything. The new support coming up trumps. As top esports get 2 more picks in the bottom lane, and with Baron up and available.
Members of FPX were on the map, Doinb catching bot lane, and Tian shadowing for him. This does lead to the Baron for TS. Doesn't even look like FPX are going to look for any kind of cheeky steal. They are just going to wait this one out, but I don't necessarily feel like the game's going to get any easier for them.
Cleaver for Doinb. Apart from that, we're not praising too much of FPX getting stronger at this point. As once again,
Crisp.
It looks like, yeah, Draw has found Crisp, and everything has been on point. And while it is Leona versus Leona, it does feel like
under the outer turret in mid lane. Crisp walking forward.
10 more seconds, the Baron buff doing its work. Sidewaves pushing in as well. Look at bottom lane, Lyric. Top Esports can always transition as Curtain Call would call the Forge God onto Lwx. Watch the bullets fly again. Collateral damage and Knight. That's overkill, brother. Let him die peacefully. As Top Esports still have that numbers advantage considering Crisp has just come up. Over the wall, the perfect execution from Knight to get that follow-up, but it's inhibitor anyway. Top Esports are controlling everything. Weaver's wall zones off though, but the re-engage gap flows over the wall. That's what they're waiting for. As the Ornn comes in once again for the searing charge draw, survives to zone out, and Xiaolaohu is the one to die. Knight's over the wall onto Tian, and he's just a pain in the ass. A two-man searing charge from 369. The fight was already over, but Top Esports have done everything in their power. Knight gets the shuriken flip, but chooses not to go through. Top Esports choose to go.
That much more gold. And now TS are going to pick up the Clown Soul. And, I mean, if they want to play this a bit more methodically, right, they can maybe send Knight up top lane once he is TP and the other members down bot. But realistically, I feel like you just funnel in mid, you look for the ARAM, and you should win it.
FPX are off on the side. They've tried to find a flank, but I think they get collapsed upon. Call the Forge God used in a choke, and this was a noble last attempt. But Top Esports have cornered FPX, drawn them apart, and like the 1600s, the limbs have gone flying in different directions. Left with Xiaolaohu, even he will die to the syzygy now built on JackeyLove. Top Esports are heading to the base to make this game one.
JackeyLove in this form, it's very reminiscent of the World's group stage where he was just an absolute god. And TS going to pick up the first win of the day.
Yes, they are. So I didn't even get a chance to talk about the Ornn items. It was so quickly over. Prep thrown in the bin, but not for Top Esports, who with their new support are looking on point.
Yeah, great form coming out from their bot lane. Again, JackeyLove playing a phenomenal.
On the back of Xiaolaohu. It felt like this game was off the back of, as you mentioned, Crisp making some mistakes, even after a sick flash engage in the bottom lane. Now, Lwx being out of position, the team not coordinating, some of the issues